Demo Dabble.
All right, Demo Dabble time. We've got a job to do. We got to check out a new game. This is Sky of Tides. That's all I know about it. I do find it somewhat curious to see this thing here called Atla Animated Series. I don't know if that's a clue that this is tied to something called Atla. I'm not familiar with it at all, if it is. So I just wanted to sort of highlight that this is a thing, in case that's important to somebody out there who knows of that franchise. I'll be honest, I've mentioned various examples of this before. I feel like video games have been the gateway into franchises I didn't know existed, or I knew existed and just never bothered to actually check them out until playing a video game like them. Yeah, so at the moment it means nothing to me, so we're gonna play. Oh, I got real confused for a second here. I see all these new game slots and this one has something here as if I had played this before. I've never played this, so that messed me up for a second there, and I'm like, how is there a save? A rebel arrives. What is happening on that planet?
I've been waiting 3,000 years for this. Things sure have changed since I was a Numenite.
Ooh, you know what? That's not mixed very well. Hang on, I can't change. I'll try and change the mix later. I noticed music volume and dialogue volume were separate sliders. I left them just at their default positions, but they're definitely not even. The voice is way too quiet compared to the music.
Back in my day, the oceans were on the ground, and that ball of molten crystal and light was the center of our planet.
Okay.
Nowadays, the tides are in the sky, and everyone calls that ball in the center the inner sun.
Okay, how does that happen?
See that orange planetoid? That's Yantar. There's a farm down there where a young hero is about to come into her own. She's a bit lonely and tired of her life. Believe it or not, that's a good thing, because she needs to leave the only home she's ever known and start her adventure.
I also need to change the text speed, I feel like.
Why, you ask? Well, the whole world is counting on her.
Turns out I can just click it.
Hello? Is anyone in there?
Oh. Unless if it's very quiet compared to the music, I don't think there's voice acting now. So suddenly. Oh, I also see it says thoughts over here. So finally, someone left the warehouse door open. It's been locked ever since Dad and Reef disappeared. This is Dad's work area. There have to be some clues about what happened. I saw Grandpa walking to the cruiser bay. I doubt he'll catch me in here. Even if he does, though, how much worse can it get? My whole life is a lockdown.
Hello? Grandpa? The door was open. I'm just making sure that nothing is missing. I'm definitely not snooping around, because that is definitely not something I would do.
Phew. Looks like no one's here. I know Dad and Reef are out there somewhere, and for some reason, Grandpa doesn't want them to come back. I need to figure out what's going on. Time to act. I better make this quick. Alright, looks like you're ready to explore. As you move around, keep an eye out for items that will uncover more information about the world and history of Numen 9. Got it. We control with WASD, or we can click. Oh, I see. I was like, what do you mean click and drag? So let's make some adjustments here. I do feel like that needs to go down a little bit. That needs to go up a lot. I don't want it to auto-advance. I definitely don't want it to auto-advance text. Anybody who's been watching me play demos and Bud Suds and Duds and Trope Aesthetic knows how much I hate that. I want the control. I don't know what show choice reward means, but we're going to go ahead and up that to begin with. So I'm doing this by ear without any dialogue to compare to. So let's see what that does for us. Okay, snoop around your dad's workshop for hints about what happened to him. I definitely see something blinking over here. No? And I'm not sure at all what the face here with the sleeping eyes is. Is that just supposed to be dust? Like, because this looks like something. But left and right clicking isn't doing anything. Take these steps down here. You get a feel for how WASD does. Both of these methods of walking feel perfectly fine. I just feel like I should be interacting with some things, and I'm just not. Clicking and walking into them isn't giving me any feedback that makes me think something's happening here. We got another door. Oh, I found an item. Press E to pick it up and take a closer look. You can review the items you've collected by opening the Reef menu, which is R. So hang on, how did that... Okay, I see. So it highlights. Whoa, look at all this cool stuff in the scrap heap. Dad never would have thrown this stuff away. I bet this is Grandpa's doing. Wait a second. Is that Reef?
Reef? Oh no. Why are you in the trash? Let's get you out of there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, much better mix this way.
I'm going to take you up to Dad's workbench and see if we can get you fixed up.
So let's open up this other... Oh, Jesus. Suit sets. Balance stats to unlock. Whoa, I don't understand any of this. Other than... like intelligence, courage, compassion, humor, luck. And that will allow me to change the way this person is dressed. But... is that it? Is it cosmetic? I don't know. I'm not getting the feeling that it's cosmetic. I'm betting it has some more to do with... Whoa. Okay. No, wait. Did I not actually find anything? It's just that I was able to look at audio messages, tomes. Okay. All right, we've acquired Reef. Take him to the workbench to get a look at his insides and see if you can get him working again. Okay. So now we came over here before, nothing happened. Will it light up now? Yep.
Reef, if you can hear me, I'm not trying to hurt you.
Reef was raised on books and never hooked up to the syndicate hive. That's what makes him different. Other than that, all these drifters are the same, and I've opened up dozens of them. A quick aside, I believe one of the tags associated with this game is that it's narrative-based, and I have to say I always get a little nervous about narrative games from indie developers because I feel like they don't do a good job of understanding how to slowly open up the world that they've created. I feel like very often it's this syndicate hive took over this world, blah, 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 and then there's all these other groups and how they interact with them, and it's just all this narration and front-forward text. These guys aren't doing that. These guys have mentioned these things. I have not been explained them yet, which I think is very promising for the way that they have storytelling actually done. It's not simply narrative. It is unlocking this world as you go. Let's hope that holds true. All these drifters are the same. I've opened up dozens of them. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Reef is built different, but let me see. There it is. That's got to be it. Your pentaprism is cracked. Oh, cracked pentaprism. Come on.
Hold on, Reef. You're going to be fine.
There's got to be another pentaprism in here. Prenta, I added an R. As soon as I find one, you'll be floating around and annoying me again in no time. Okay, so now my question is, did I pass by one of these earlier? Aha, had a feeling. Okay, pentaprisms are syndicate devices used as energy regulators in Choron-based lifeforms like drifters. But really, who doesn't know that? They manage the flow of energy through the body like a heart pumping blood.
A pentaprism.
Yeah, easy for her to say. I knew I'd find one. How long have I been in here? I better hurry up and drop this in Reef before somebody finds me. Okay. Oop, come on. There we go.
Here we go, Reef. Out with the old and in with the new.
Solid job of voice acting.
Pentaprism seems to fit. I don't see any smoke. That's good. I wonder if you can see me. Can you? I bet you can. Let me just get this. It's this weird anti-campus board. Oh, I don't know why Dad designed you like this. You're so different than any other drifter. Hold on a second, I see it.
Yeah, very solid delivery of sentences and thoughts here.
Reef! You're back! It's been, I don't even know how long.
97 days to be exact.
I had to fix you in secret. Grandpa said he caught you snooping in his office, and you tried to get away when he confronted you.
I did not get away.
I know. I pulled you out of the garbage. Grandpa said you were hijacked by rebels because you're not hooked up to the hive. Is that true?
It is true, I am not hooked up to the hive.
So I'm guessing they're called drifters because they're like floating drones?
The rebels, Reef. Did the rebels hijack you?
No.
Dialogue choices. You're about to be presented with a choice which will shape Rin's personality. The goal is to reach a balance of all 5 stats. Choose wisely. Lacking balance will lead to unfavorable outcomes in the end. Cool. Love it. So yeah, we're wondering if he was hijacked. I am skeptical of that.
How do you know? Would you tell me if they were manipulating you?
That would be why I was skeptical of that. Good job. You've improved your character. Reef will keep track of your stats, the items you've collected, and more. You can check these things at any time by opening the Reef menu, which we've done.
Applied a forceful strike to my processing area.
What were you doing in Grandpa's office?
Stealing his keys.
What? Why?
So that you could steal his cruiser.
I never wanted to steal his cruiser. I don't understand.
Our family was going to escape to Rodon.
Oh, Reef. You were definitely hijacked by the rebels. That's disappointing. I thought for sure that Grandpa was lying.
Please listen to this message from our father explaining.
Rin, pay careful attention. Reef has instructions to bring you to a secret pickup location. We're going to start a new life on Rodon. I told him to wait as long as he could to explain this to you because you are such a terrible liar, which is one of my favorite things about you. I know this is scary, but grab whatever you can't live without and follow Reef's instructions. A better life is waiting for us all. I can't wait to see you.
Certain things about this are being done so well enough that I partly wonder if these actually are indie developers. If not, they're doing really well.
Rodon? That's where the Sovereign Coalition's headquarters are located. What kind of new life is he talking about?
One where there is no hive.
Yeah.
How could Dad be a rebel? He was always loyal to the Syndicate. There must be more going on here. Let's get out of here before someone catches us. This warehouse has been off limits ever since you and Dad went missing.
Now we gotta touch grass, apparently. Now, I'm guessing we can just go back the way we came. However, Oh, hello. The shipping crate is full of rytails, the main source of food on Numen 9. Rytails are primarily grown on Yentar. I know Ames is the largest nation with the most people, but why do they need half of the rytail shipments? They have a surplus while the people here on Yentar are starving, and we're the ones growing the rytails. So, okay, I saw that 1 of 13 earlier. I didn't realize it meant that there's that many things to... Nope. Ah, damn it.
Rin, what are you doing in here? You know as a Sohan you need to have discipline. Leave impulsiveness for the rebels.
I'm a D'Lorah, not a Sohan.
It sounds like you're still stuck in the resentment phase of the grief pyramid.
Not that Syndicate Family Council garbage again.
You should be grateful for all the support the Syndicate has given us since your father's death.
He's not dead.
Hope is certainly better than resentment, Rin, but at some point, it must give way to realism. He's been gone too long. I need you to pull your head out of the waves and start thinking about the future.
A cruiser would help me think about the future. I'm old enough for a license.
Are you?
This is not the first time I've mentioned it.
Hold on. Is that Reef?
No.
Reef was green. I don't know who this is. Probably just some hive drifter.
That thing raided my office. You might not think it's a big deal, but our home is a classified facility.
I am not a threat.
I'll keep an eye on him, I promise. You were saying something about getting me a cruiser?
You're not ready for a cruiser. You have no idea the risks someone of your privilege faces out there. It's a desperate world full of animals that want everything you have.
I'm waiting for my privilege to feel like something worth fighting for.
It takes nothing to get labeled subversive by the Minister Aggregate. As a Sohan, you have supporters and enemies all across the Syndicate.
I'm not a Sohan.
You're not loyal.
The classic novel Inner Son of the Heart illustrates a man's attempt to coerce a child's loyalty because the expectation of love causes him shame.
Aside from interrupting me with snobby drivel, the problem with a reading drifter is that it can read state secrets just as well as it can romance novels.
He was probably just looking for me and got scared. Reef knows you don't like him. What was that?
I don't know, but I'm going to find out.
I'll go with you.
It could be rebels. Wait here.
Good, I need to search some more.
Did he just lock us in here?
Yes,
We need to get out and see what's going on.
there is a 97.3% probability that Grandpa will hive me when he returns. I require that we escape and find our father.
Dad said to trust you. Let's find a way out of here.
Sister, promise to never let anyone assimilate me to the hive. Father said my uniqueness is the closest thing I will ever have to a soul.
I promise.
I promise. Brother?
Again with the brother-sister stuff. You're a drifter, and family is a sensitive issue for me. I do love you, though.
I accept your love. If you can find a Pharaoh amplifier, I can override the locks.
I bet there's one around here. I'll go look.
Now, if only I knew what one looked like so that I could pick it up last. Photograph. 12 years ago at the Syndicate Technology Competition, Reef won Best in Show. I missed the old days. Listening to Dad was so exciting. He was such a genius. When I run into other people my age, I'm always surprised at how little they know or how little they can do. An entry was added to the log from that. I'm hitting the wrong button. Wait, how do I... Okay. Oh. A scud hazel. It's a distilled extraction of scud fluid used for anesthesia. What I don't understand is I keep seeing... I'll show you guys the next one. I shouldn't have skipped here. Scud hazel. They used to use this stuff for surgery in the old days, but now I've only seen it in the movies where bad guys use it to knock somebody out. Why would Grandpa have this stuff? Okay, here's a scud. Oh, I see now. I noticed the icons over here. I did get the mouse to start getting picked up. You guys might have noticed in earlier episodes. However, I will say this one seems rather faint compared to everything else, so I don't know that you're seeing it too well. I didn't know what these things were at first. I think it's accounting for this stuff. Aw, cute little fella. Don't let Grandpa see you, though. He loves blasting scuds. I've heard kissing you is good luck. As much as I need the luck, I think I'll pass. A crystal puppet, a fine Lapesian toy that Rin's mother gave her. Stuart, I'm lucky to find you today. Grandpa wants to give you to the ambassador's little boy when he visits next week. I hope you weren't scared or bored all alone in here. Can't say the same for myself, but at least we have each other. A Syndicate blaster. The AS-7000 is commonly called a Bleachette blaster. This weapon is standard issue for Syndicate agents, but farmers like them too. I'm tired of Grandpa using hungry people's food as target practice. I should hide this thing so he can't find it next time. Crystal deodorant. Koron-free deodorant crystal stick made from real scud shells. I switched to this stuff when I read about the Koron-infused antiperspirant gels causing cancer. Some people would think I'm too young to worry about that type of disease, but why risk it? Reef's novels. As a rich literary canon, these are some of Reef's favorites. The Crystals We Walk by Brittany Bovine, Flowers of Asia and Nature by Numi Hassan, and Inner Son of the Hearts by Fulian Kirst. These were Reef's first novels. Dad said Reef should learn exclusively from books with a focus on literature in order to become the drifter we would adore. Or to become the drifter we would adore. Oh, Reef scared the crap out of me there when he just came out from the other side. A stuffed Zinger, stuffed animal toy from the popular cartoon Adventures with Zing Zing. Zing Zing was my favorite. I used to watch the cartoon Adventures with Zing Zing all the time when I was little. I used to pretend that Zing Zing and I would fly around the mountains of Celestos. Hope I get to visit Celestos one day. So curiously, we did not find the thing that we were looking for. I was positive we would. So let's kind of go in reverse here. See if there's any obvious thing I missed. I really thought this yellow statue thing was going to be something. How about this here? Here we go. A Yana poster. Propaganda pop artist Yana, her hit Syndicate Girl, is the teenage anthem of local youth. Of course, Grandpa hid my Yana poster here after he confiscated it. He must have known Dad was the only person who wouldn't return it to me. They both hate propaganda pop. Granted, Dad hates the propaganda and Grandpa hates the pop, but at least they have one thing they agree on. Oop, what am I stuck on? There we go. Oh, there's a ferro amplifier. Uses Koron to amplify and direct magnetic impulses, which can affect machines and circuitry. Here's what Reef was asking for. Let's see if he can open up those locks. Wait, before I go out there, this is my chance to grab that Tarbin spine without Grandpa seeing me. Dad said if he wasn't here to guide me, I could use it to unlock the Newman tomes for answers. I'm starting to think there's a lot more I need to know. Okay, now if only I knew what those things she just said were. I think that's to do... Oh, what was this? Oh, that's more the door. Okay. Because I think that was 12 of 13. So there's one more thing. But I feel like we've walked this pretty methodically. So I don't know. It did kind of indicate earlier that sometimes things become active. Yeah, because how many times did we walk by this and this didn't come up? You found the Tarbin Spine. Use it to unlock the crystal pages of the Newman tomes and gain insights. Tarbin is an antiquated technology that uses vibration and lights to display crystal records. I'm lucky to have this binder. The pages can be found almost anywhere, but without this, they can't be read. If I find any pages, I'll be sure to add them. Okay. We found everything. I'm glad they gave us a counter. Let's blow this door and this popsicle stand.
Oh no, that agent looks dead. How could something like this happen at our home?
My probability models indicate an 85.3% chance of rebel involvement.
You sound like Grandpa. Those are sales cruisers. How could rebels be involved?
Rebels have many incentives to destroy sales property and harm personnel.
I doubt it. Let's get closer and find a good place to hide so we can hear what's going on.
Okay. We got some crystals here. The Great Syndicate Miracle. These crystals are in everything from technology to personal hygiene. Need to find out how this stuff is made. Something tells me there's more to the creation process than the Syndicate lets on. Okay, this is starting to give me Soylent Green vibes, which I actually just watched for the first time pretty recently. And when I went to tell people about it, nobody knew what the hell Soylent Green was. My assumption is it must have been mentioned on The Simpsons, and that's how I knew what Soylent Green was, and nobody else does, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I could understand if it were like, oh, from back in my days, my time, but that was way before my time that Soylent Green came out, so I don't know the answer to the mystery. I'm looking while we've got what appears to be a little bit of leeway, because there's nothing really. I noticed there's a ladder there. A laser scythe. Somebody left out a scythe. Pretty handy for harvesting rytails and making ice sculptures. Really? Grandpa always makes me cut rytails by hand instead of using the auto harvest function on the grow box. It's unnecessary busy work meant to upset me, but using the laser scythe is kind of fun. Interesting that she thinks it's meant to upset her. I'm thinking more like, this is a weapon you can use now because you're so used to using it, or something along those lines. Aha, I pressed shift because I was just thinking, I bet you can run in this game. Best not to disturb them while they're working, besides I think it's dangerous to get close to the wreck. It's also probably not safe for me near Grandpa. Oop, that was weird. I was clicking and it wouldn't let me go away.
This should be a good hiding spot. Let's see if I can hear what they're saying.
I need you to stop your crying and find the fugitive running around my Rytail station.
I told you the fugitive is just a 14-year-old girl.
Never underestimate a teenager. I've got one living here who's a sneeze away from sinking the family legacy.
So that's how it is, huh?
Grandpa's shame manifests as anger.
Shh, I need to hear this.
I'm trying to figure out what the number 2 to the lower right of Reef's head icon is a reference to.
Can't you see my partner is dying? These are my last moments with her.
She's dead. Your last moments have passed.
Stay with me, Sonny. Just breathe.
How long are you going to cuddle that corpse?
She just took a breath.
That wasn't a breath. She's dead.
You don't know that!
I've seen plenty of dead bodies before, and that body is definitely dead. This is a classified facility. Now pull yourself together and do your job.
With all due respect, Minister, this is a farm, and the fugitive is just a dumb kid.
This farm has done more to win the war against the Sovereigns than you and your dead partner combined, and that dumb kid bested the both of you.
What war?
What do you think all these rebel protests are about? I'm talking about the Cold War that's getting hotter every day.
Keep breathing, Biscuit. Help is on the way.
This is pathetic. I guess I'm going to have to catch the rebel fugitive myself. Got any weapons?
There's a blaster in the trunk of the cruiser.
You mean the one that's on fire? That's about as useful as a bleached teat on a hog. Forget about it. I'd rather send it to the Corin mines anyway. What's the fugitive's name?
Nikki Extremis.
That's kind of a badass name. I feel like she's the lead singer of a punk rock band. I want to see it.
That agent seems really sad. It's too bad about the one that died. Hopefully the suffering can stop there, and that Nikki girl can slip away.
The mines are to a Numenite what the hive is to a drifter.
Is the hive really that bad?
I am unique.
I know. That's why we all love you, Reef.
If I assimilate to the hive, I will not be unique, and you will not love me.
Oh, I hadn't thought of it like that.
Have you read the novel, The Crystals We Walk?
Yes, I love that one.
Remember when Victor Sublime is trapped inside his traumatic memories with everyone he ever harmed?
Yes. The judge that condemned him turned out to be his own ideal. He sentenced himself to a living death.
The hive is a living death.
That sounds like a nightmare that never ends. I guess it is pretty close to getting sent to the mines.
According to my calculations, the Nikki stranger has a 62.4% chance of betraying us.
But can you see how saving her from the mines is like saving yourself from the hive?
You are describing empathy.
Do you feel empathy?
I recognize the empathy pattern.
That's a big difference.
I agree. I am not burdened with biological feelings. The decisions of Numenites are often made irrational by emotions designed to consider others.
Designed by what?
I do not know.
I have to say, it's a very interesting choice that I don't think I've ever seen before. For those of you who are watching the text box, at least of Reef, we see the size of the font now. Rather than increase the size of the text box or switch to another one, the font ends up shrinking to fill in. I don't think it's important. I just find it a choice I don't know that I've seen before.
There's a creative force that does not make machines. It's compassionate. I'm connected to it, and it pushes me to do the right thing, even if it takes sacrifice.
The rebel girl is a risk to our escape. She can be our sacrifice.
Escape? Are you talking about escaping right now?
Grandpa will assimilate me to the hive.
I have no idea how to run from this place, and even less of an idea how to survive on the run.
You promised to protect me.
And I meant it. But we also need to protect that girl. Let's see if we can figure out where she's hiding.
Okay, so we need to look around the Right Tail farm for clues, but be careful. If Grandpa sees your search will be over. Sees you, your search will be over.
Sister, this is our chance to escape while the station is in a state of distraction.
We can't just leave on foot with no supplies and no plan. We should find this rebel girl first.
I picked this up entirely on accident. I meant to hit a different button. Agent Sunny Mechovic's identification. This card is her access to the syndicate facilities. Interesting. This must be the agent that died in the crash. She's from the sovereign nation of Emerald. Emerald is rich and barely sovereign in spirit. Must be why she joined the sales. She could have been one of those who thought they should turn syndicate. Good thing Grandpa's eyesight is terrible. What is he doing? The cruiser served the Syndicate well, but it was headed for the junkyard now. This wreck might be the key to my escape, but how? Hope something good can come out of whatever other bad things are happening. Loyalty has its privileges. This card can be used for purchases anywhere in the Syndicate. I could probably hack this thing. On second thought, I should probably just leave it here. It's bad luck to steal from the dead. Says who? I want to see those statistics.
How did things get out of hand so fast? I thought she would be easy to catch.
Stop right there.
Oh, I didn't think that one was him. And I don't like the fact that they can move around when I'm in conversations.
Rin, what are you doing out here? I told you to stay inside.
Oh, Scuds.
I'm putting you back in the warehouse. You need to lock the door and stay in there. We've got a fugitive on the loose. How did you get outside? I was sure I locked the door behind me.
You were in a hurry. You probably just forgot.
That drifter opened it, didn't he?
No.
I'm not even tempted to believe you.
Fine, Reef opened it, but that's not the problem. The problem is the fact that you locked us in here in the first place.
I locked you in here for your own safety. There's a dangerous fugitive on the loose.
She's just a girl, and you want to send her to the Koron mines. You're a monster.
So you snuck out and overheard my conversation with the sales agent, and your tiny heartstrings were pulled at the thought of a rebel girl getting sent to the mines. Did you happen to get a look at the girl's face who died out there? She's not much older than the fugitive.
I saw her. I also don't think you care about her. You told the other agent to let her die and get to work.
She was already dead, and I don't care about her. She's an incompetent agent that got herself killed chasing a child. I'm just pointing out your hypocrisy so that you learn something about life.
I learned something about life today, Grandpa.
I'm not your grandpa. Weren't any of those books you read biology books? We're not family.
Sacrifice is an expression of compassion, which comes from a creative force that does not make machines.
That floating trash can is a waste. It's everything I hate about your father.
What? Reef is everything I love about my father. And you put him in the trash. And you tried to take away my Newman tomes, and you've been lying to me. Dad's alive, isn't he?
He's dead, and whatever weird experiments he was running with that hiveless drifter is what killed him.
Reef is right. You're ashamed of yourself. And you're afraid of others knowing the truth.
Do you honestly think you're going to get anywhere in life with this attitude?
I don't care where this attitude takes me, as long as it's off this farm.
No, it'll get you off this farm and right to the Syndicate Re-Education Center for Troubled Youth.
What do you think that'll do for the family legacy?
And you!
Me?
Yes, you. You're getting hooked up to the hive this afternoon. I don't even want there to be a you anymore.
No, Grandpa. Don't hive me.
Oh, yes, it's the hive for you. And once I get my hands on this rebel girl, it's the Koron mines for her. I'm cleaning up this farm today.
You can start by sweeping that up. Go ahead, get a broom, you old fart.
Easy now, girl. You're already in a heap of trouble. Put down the blaster before you make things worse.
Making things worse is what I do best.
Do you have any idea who I am?
Yeah, you're the snack minister.
Distribution minister, and the most powerful Numenite you'll ever meet.
I don't know about that. You've never smelled my cousin's toots. Now that's some power.
It's kind of weird, but I really want to meet your cousin.
Rin, don't fall under this rebel spell.
The only spellcaster in here is you. That girl's been wishing for a new life, and today, she's gonna get it.
Rin, this is a mistake. This rebel will ruin your life.
I'm ready for a new life.
You don't know the value of your position. Yours is the life everyone else dreams about. Food, safety, a path to power. It's all right in front of you. All you have to do is grab it.
Why don't you grab some rope instead?
They are going to tie you up, Grandpa.
Nikki, that's your name, isn't it?
Nikki Extremis, from Celestos.
Look, nothing has happened yet that can't be undone.
You can't undo sending my parents to the Koron mines.
I don't know anything about that, and I can't fix the whole world in a single afternoon, but I can fix this situation right here, right now.
You're lying. Celestians always know when someone is lying.
He's telling the truth. A syndicate minister can make all kinds of trouble go away.
But he won't make any of this go away. That's the lie. It'll be the Koron mines for me unless I get as far away from this place as I can.
There's a cruiser outside.
If you give this rebel trash my Avalon gull, I'll send you to the mines along with her.
I'm not giving it to her. I'm driving.
You said your name's Rin. Is that right?
Rin D'Lorah.
What do you say, Rin D'Lorah? How about we put this old dog down?
No, Rin, you'll never come back from a decision like that. I didn't mean it about the mines. I'm just angry.
I like your other idea better. There's got to be some rope in here somewhere.
That's the spirit. We need a knife, a gag, and make sure there's no way for him to call anyone for help if he squirms out.
One thing I'm curious about is, will it show me stuff when I'm running? It will. A Densium knife.
Don't worry, Grandpa. We're only going to use this to cut the rope.
It doesn't matter. Now that you have a knife, you've joined this rebel in subduing a syndicate minister with a deadly weapon. Your life is over.
Come on, get up the stairs. There we go.
I found some rope.
The joke is over, Ren. Don't you dare.
Well, look at you, Rin D'Lorah.
Who's that? Nikki?
What is it?
Careful now. You're the only one that can hear me. Don't tell people you're hearing voices unless you want to be judged.
Is somebody else in here? Are you okay?
Tell her you're okay.
It's okay. Just, scud, blowing kisses.
What?
Wow, you are not good under pressure. Just say this exactly. I'm fine. I've got one more thing to find. I'll be there in a moment.
I'm fine. I've got one more thing to find. I'll be there in a moment. Who are you?
I'm Sage Sid.
The one who wrote the Tome of Yantar 3,000 years ago?
Why, yes.
Is this a trick from Grandpa?
I bet your grandpa wishes he could play some tricks right now, but unfortunately for him, Nikki's pointing a blaster at his chest.
Where are you?
That's a complicated question, but I'll keep my answer simple. I'm in this room. Come and find me.
Seem to get more likely to get stuck. Oh, it's that thing. Okay. More likely to get stuck when I'm running than when I'm walking. So something to keep in mind.
You got me.
I guess I did. But what's going on?
The adventure of your life is outside these doors, and I'm here to help.
Can you help me get out of the trouble I'm in?
Oh no, I would never get you out of trouble. You're a hero in the making. You need trouble. I'm going to examine your character to see if it's balanced. If it isn't, I'll give you some advice.
I think I'm losing my mind.
Oh, a mind is a wonderful thing to lose as long as you find yourself in the process. Let's see how your character is shaping up. I know you're a hero and all, but I still didn't expect you to do this well. You are a perfectly balanced Numenite, but keep in mind, the challenges get tougher all the way to the end.
I think I just realized that one of these options was for... Where's my mouse? Yeah, let's see if I turn that on, if that holds up.
Every time you make a choice, it affects your character. Make sure you exercise intelligence, courage, compassion, luck, and humor evenly in order to attain balance. Keep your eyes open for more statues of me so we can talk again.
Now I'm sure I'm losing my mind. Sid? Sid? Oh, this can't be happening. Someone must be playing a trick on me. Let me just see this statue. The key! Oh, what's the key to the cruiser doing behind the statue? How did this statue even get here in the first place?
Expect the unexpected on this adventure. Speaking of which, you better get going.
Nikki! I found the key! I still love you, Grandpa, but I can't trust you right now, and this is something I need to do. I'm taking your cruiser.
Rin, I never meant to hurt you. I just wanted to keep you safe.
Since it's so safe here, you won't mind staying for a while.
Grab one of the old man's socks.
Oh, I missed objects. Darn it. All right, so you know what? I'm going to actually go ahead and bring this episode to a conclusion. I am very curious about this. The story seems interesting, and it seems like they're going to approach it in ways that I don't normally see some of the topics approached. The idea that they want you to be a balanced character by itself is interesting enough. I feel like when it comes to skill sets like that, they want you to min-max, or we end up feeling like we get funneled into a sort of morality side, this or that. Sometimes it's really intricate when there's 3 sides to choose from. And this isn't taking that route either. I believe we're about to lose the music. Yeah. All right, so once again, this is Sky of Tides. This is not currently available yet, although it's not even early access yet, I should mention that too. Or at least they haven't gone that route, if that's the route they plan on going. I do not see on the Steam page a release date. What I do see on the Steam page, though, is it's very interesting. It does say that this is controller enabled. I did not try while playing. I didn't think it actually was that way. So I'm going to move this from following, which is where it was, to my wish list. And then whenever it comes out, huzzah. This is made by Lofty Sky Entertainment Incorporated. And this is not their first game. When I hit browse, this comes along with a bunch of other games I don't know either. Something called the Shuyan Saga, Jade's Dungeon Descent. Verse and Eternal Spring are 2 VR games, and those actually seem to be more recent, I guess I could say. It looks like these guys are definitely early on getting their start about them. Who's the publisher here? ES Digital Games is their publisher, and I always like to try and find, have I come across something from them before, whether I have it or not. Looks like these guys are the publishers of the Red Comrade games, so I'm familiar with that. Although I'm barely familiar with them. I have them. I've never actually played them. Otherwise, I would have to say both companies seem to be new to me. And of course, since it's not even in an early access state, there's nobody else with they did Hard Truck Apocalypse as well. If you want to go way back in time to 20 years ago, holy crap. But yeah, I'm totally into seeing what they end up doing with this. I mentioned the tags earlier. So the tags are RPG, narrative, isometric, exploration, and sci-fi. And I'm going to say that, yeah, that seems... I just saw something. Hang on a second. During the little image slideshow, I noticed that there were... I don't even know what you want to call them. Some words have been added to the images of this game. So it says it's a 9-episode sci-fi narrative adventure. That makes sense. We saw that. Make choices that shape your character, restore balance to a broken planet. What caught my attention was this one said, beat the game to unlock the animated series. So this sounds like it is something that they're meant to turn into... I'm going to say franchise. I don't know if that's going to be the right term or not, but that seems like the option. You got a way to uncover secrets. It's voice. We saw that. 32 endings for people who love to do that. I am not a see all the endings guy. Even for games that like I love and I'm very familiar with, I couldn't tell you, for example, all of the Clock Tower 2 endings, despite the fact that I love Clock Tower. But yeah, I hope for good things from this. I hope that I always wish these guys success is what it really comes down to. I do want to take a quick look at the discussion page because that has always been important to me ever since the past, 6 months where I've been hit with surprises. And so far it looks like people are talking about it. They're talking about the demo though. And I don't outright see anything from the developers. I am hoping that's not a bad sign. I am curious as to if they're developing this animated series in tandem with this game or if one is meant to be done before the other, because if they are doing it in tandem, A, cool, B, it's going to take some time. But yeah, thanks for joining me, guys. I will see you next week with another demo. Ciao.